say, my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my deed, and place them both in mine.
Hey guys, what is going on? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make a really cool Witcher outfit in the Elder Scrolls Online. So obviously the Witcher TV show and the Witcher games are really popular, and you know, the Witcher himself is a really popular character, so I think a lot of you guys probably actually like this video. You'll actually really like the costume, and I'm just going to go in and show you exactly what styles I'm using, what the way I'm dyeing it, and just so you can recreate it yourselves, okay? So I'm just going to jump into it here and just show you exactly what I've done on my character, and you can make yours look exactly like mine. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go over is my actual character. Now for the hairstyle, what I've went for is by kind it's humid. Now the reason I went for this is because it's got, you know, the curly bits like the Witcher has in most pictures. There are a couple of other hairstyles that would match in. There's like a high elf one where he has sort of the longer bits at the side and a little ponytail, but I don't really like it too much. I think this one's the best one by far, but you know, it's your own option. You have different hairstyles, you choose your own one. For facial hair, we have some stubble chin. Now it's really not that visible, but it is, you know, it's a little bit of an extra touch just because, you know, Witcher in the TV show does have a little bit of stubble now and again. Okay, so skin wise, I'm also using the fabrication Seif skin. Now the reason I'm wearing this is because I feel like the base skin isn't that nice, so maybe I picked a bad skin tone on my character, but in general I think the, you know, fabrication Seif skin is actually quite a nice touch to make your character stand out against the black. And as for personalities, basically I've went with the heroic personality. There are different ones, but none of them really match up as well as the heroic one for this particular outfit, okay? So I'll be just using that. Okay, so now I'm just going to jump into the actual styles and what we're actually going to use on the body to make ourselves look like this. So the first thing we're going to look at is the helmet. So as you can see, we're just using hide our helmet. So this way you can actually, you know, wear a monster set or whatever helmet you want to be wearing. And your head will still be out because, you know, obviously if you watch the Witcher TV show, he never wears a helmet. He's just wearing his, you know, head. So for the chest piece, we're actually going to go for the light Sunspire Jerrican. Now this looks pretty cool. It's kind of like the shirt he wears. It just looks like, you know, a bit of cloth shirt, nice little V cut on it, and it's got like a little necklace thing, kind of like the Witcher wears, you know, his little wolf head. So that's pretty much the closest fit to the shirt I could find. So if you guys find a better shirt, by all means use it, but that's the one I find closest. For shoulders, obviously he doesn't wear a shoulder piece in the show unless he's wearing his full armor, which we're not going for. We're just going for his like casual look. But basically you have to wear a shoulder piece because if you don't, your monster set or whatever will shine through and it'll look really ugly. So you would have like a Zan shoulder piece and it'll look ugly and spiky and really kill the look. So mercenary shoulder piece is what we're going for because it's the smallest one and it is really easy to cover up with a black. So for the gloves, we're going for the Assassin League's gloves. Now again, he doesn't actually wear gloves or arm braces in the show. The only reason we're going for this is because you can't have your arms bare or it will literally use a part of the shirt and it looks a bit beady and a bit like not really in style with the outfit. But using the Assassin League gloves really just keeps it with the same style and it sort of hides everything else and leaves your hands and your middle arm free. For a belt, we're going to be using the Huntsman Sash. Now you can use pretty much any belt you want, but I thought this was a nice touch because it's a little wolf head and I thought that was quite cool. So obviously you can change the color of this to make it whatever color you want. I just left mine a little bit of a gray because I thought that was a nice enough look there. So for the trousers, what you can do is you can use the Bloodforged breeches. Now basically if you look at a picture of the Witcher in his casual wear, generally he just wears a pair of like tight leather trousers and you know, there you go. The Bloodforged ones are tight leather trousers with a little bit of a stitch design on them, so looks quite nice, fits pretty well, and it just, you know, it's probably the best trouser I found to fit the style. And then for our boots, we're going to be using medium Sapiarch boots. Now we're going to be using these because again, a lot of the boots are armored or really big or they're a weird style or weird color. So this is the only pair of boots I really found that was, you know, in line with what the show looks like. You know, it's got a leather pair of boots, it can be dyed fully black, and it is quite good. So I think it fits the style quite well. And then the last thing we're going for here is the Breton Greatsword 4. Now, it's pretty hard to find a Witcher sword in the game. There's nothing exactly the same, but this is fairly close. So it's got this similar hilt, and it's got, you know, a big long blade. That's pretty much the best you can do. We tried to match the hilt the best we could, and that's pretty much the one we've come up with, is Breton Greatsword 4. So yeah, hopefully that's a nice enough outfit for you guys and you like it. What I'm going to do now is just go over all the dyes if you care about that, just so you can dye it the same as me and you know exactly what dyes I've used, in case you guys are trying to use different, you know, shades of stuff and it looks a bit awful. Okay, so the brown we're going to go for here is the Motif Master Brown. We're going to be using LeMay's White for the hilt to give it a little bit of a grayer look, and we're going to be using Juliana's White on the blade just to make it look like a lighter silver. You can see the sword does look silver, not pure white, so that's pretty good. We just have to use these kind of colors just to make sure it has the right look. Now for the feet, what we're going to do is we're going to put the end slot as Cold Harbor Ash Black. Now that's going to make sure we have like a matte finish on the metallic bits of the shoe, otherwise it's going to look really out of place. And then for the other two slots, what we're going to be using is a color called Thalmor Black. So you can see other grays look a bit out of place, so yeah, Thalmor Black is the one we're going to be going for there for the shoes. We're actually going to keep Thalmor Black for all three slots of the legs as well, just because it does, you know, tie in nicely with the color. So once again, Thalmor Black for the belt, just to keep the little wolf head looking nice. I like it in the grey. You can make it white or whatever color you happen to want to, but I think the same there, Thalmor Black there, is quite nice. So for our hands, basically we're going to be using Thalmor Black as the third slot, and then for the first two, we're going to be using a different shade of grey, because you can see, like, if you put in, you know, a really dark black, it's going to be too black, it's going to look out of place. So you can see using Warrior Steel is a bit too dark, so we're going to go for Lycanthrope Grey. I have no idea how to say that word, but that's the grey, it's on the screen. So for the shoulder piece, what it's going to be is Thalmor Black for the first two, and then Cold Harbor Ash Black for the third one, just to try and get those little shiny studs and not be so shiny, so the shoulder blends in quite a lot with the outfit. Because again, we don't really want this shoulder piece, so we just sort of forcefully have to have it, because you can't not wear a shoulder piece for some reason on the costume without your armor underneath poking through, so that's unfortunate. And obviously for the chest, what we're going to do for the chest is we're just going to have the Thalmor Black in all three slots. Again, that looks quite nice, it just all flows the same color and that's perfectly fine. It also has the necklace a little lighter shade of grey around the edges, so there's really no need to edit that slot at all, it looks quite nice. But yeah guys, that's pretty much the entire video there, so hopefully you guys really liked the outfit. If you do, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully come back for some more videos like this. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys later, okay?